our friends at home, we're going to go over Thursday's morning work. That's day 4. So if you already submitted it, your teacher sends it back to you. Here are the correct answers, so hopefully you'll know how to fix your work. Okay? So the first one is a simple algorithm. We're adding 254 plus 347. Get a better marker. 254 plus 347. When I write my numbers, one above each other, I make sure I line them up by place value. I add the ones, 4 ones plus 7 ones is 11 ones. That means 1, 10, and 1. So I had to regroup. Now I'm going to add my 10s. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. So that really is 100, so I'm going to have to regroup. And then finally I add my 100s. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 more is 6. My answer for 254 plus 347 is 621. Okay, let's go to the next one. Round each number to the nearest 10. My suggestion is, boys and girls, whenever you get one of these questions, you underline the place you're rounding to. Sometimes it's going to say nearest 10, sometimes it's going to say nearest 100. So because they're changing it up, you have to pay attention to that. So my first number is 82. Some of you at this point may be able to do that in your head, but just in case you can't, we can do our vertical number line. First thing I ask myself is how many 10s in 82? Well, there's 8 10s, and that is 80 over here. What's one more 10 than 8 10s? 90. Find my midpoint. Well, halfway between 80 and 90 is the number 85. And then I have to find where would 82 go? Probably go down here somewhere. And then I'm going to circle 80 because that's what 82 rounds to. My next one is 33. At this point, you've probably done the number line so much, you probably know 33 is closest to 30. But let's just prove that on our number line. So how many 10s in 33? There are 3 10s. I write that 30. One more 10 is 40. My midpoint, halfway between those two numbers, is 35. If I find 33, it's going to go below 35 somewhere, probably right about there. And I'm going to circle 30 because that rounds to. And then I can add 80 plus 30 mentally. 80 plus 30 is 110. But if you can't, you can also do the algorithm for that here on your page somewhere. Okay, let's go to this one. We haven't had many of these, so this deserves some special attention, Kaden. It's a pictograph, okay? So it gives us information. It's a type of graph. And the most important part of a pictograph is this. It's called the key. So it says how many more students go to bed at 9 o'clock than 8 o'clock. These are 3rd graders' bedtimes. 8 o'clock has 2, I think they're pillows. So 2 pillows. 8:30 has 1 pillow. 9 o'clock has 4 pillows. Well, each pillow represents 4 students. How do I know that? Because I use my key. So at 8 o'clock, there's 2 pillows. So that would be 4, 8. That would be 8 students. At 8:30, up here, there's 1 pillow. So that would be 4 students. At 9 o'clock, that looks like the most popular bedtime. There's 4 pillows. So it would be 4, 8, 12, 16. And if you want to show your skip counting right on here, you can. So now I know how many kids went to bed at 9, how many kids went to bed at 8. I can kind of cross 8:30 off because they're not asking me anything about it. So if 16 went to bed at 9 and 8 went to bed at 8 o'clock, how many more went to bed at 9? Well, 16 minus 8 would be 8. So I would write 8 more students. Please make sure, friends at home, that you dress up your numbers. You don't want to just write 8, you want to write 8 more students. And then finally, last but not least, write the name of the shape that has no sides and no vertices. And people were confused about what a vertex is. So here's a triangle, and a triangle has 3 vertices. That's where 2 lines come together to make a point. A rectangle has 4 vertices. And a triangle has 3 sides, a rectangle has 4 sides. So we're looking for the shape that has no sides and no vertices. What shape would that be, everybody? A circle. Very good. It would be a circle. And that's a tough word to spell, but your teacher will accept it if you're close. So a circle has no sides and no vertices. Okay, boys and girls, I hope if you get your morning work returned to at home, that you can make those corrections. Same with the students at